Coach, you had a great season last year. Started off tough, but basically broke in a freshman quarterback in one of the toughest divisions in Division II college football. You progressed very well as the season went on. You got a share of the East Division title. What are your expectations for this year?
We have high expectations. Our expectations are to win the East and play in the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference championship game, and we'll set it for nothing less than that.
Coach, you have a couple of guys that graduated on the offensive line, though. What should you be looking for as far as how you're going to replace some of those guys on the offensive line, some senior leaders who've graduated?
Yes, John Siopa and Kevin Martin, two guys that have been great players for us, all conference players, moved on, and when somebody moves on, it's an opportunity for somebody else to step up, and so we have returning players that we think should fulfill those positions. J.P. Corrigan is one of them, who's a player that it's his time to shine now, to step up. We have Willie Mayoro. These are the type of players that are within our program that they should be able to fill in and step right in. We had a junior college transfer last spring in Justin Robbins, who should be competing as well. So we feel good about our offensive line. I think the skilled people are all back, so that gives them a chance to maybe feel a little bit more comfortable. We'll get the ball out of the quarterback's hands a little bit more, open up the running lanes, and create vertical stretch down the field to take the pressure off our old line.
Coach, somebody on the offense that you expect to step up and play a bigger role than they played in the past this season?
It's tough because we have all our top players back. I mean, if you look at our receiver group, we're so steady. All our receivers had productive years. Grayson's here. He had a great season for us. Joe Body. Kyle Hardy really came on strong. I look for him to have a big breakout season with us. One of the surprises, Ryan Durham has some great big catches for us, as well as our tight end, Fitzgerald. So I think we got all our main receiver targets back. If you were asking me for a new guy to come in, I think the surprise story, one to watch out for, would be Cameron Palmer, who was a D-back for us last year. He moved over to offense this year and worked extremely hard this offseason and this summer. And I think I'm looking at big things for Cameron Palmer in the future. So there's a new name for you on offense. And obviously we think we're going to have some great talent back as well.
Cameron Palmer, write it down, folks, somebody to watch this year. Coach, on the defensive side of the ball, you have one of the best defenses in the conference last year, one of the best defenses in the nation last year. Graduated a lot of big-time players. What can we expect changes on the defense to replace some of you graduated some of the best players in the country last year?
Yeah, true. I think, again, it's an opportunity for people to shine, and I think we can't shy away from that. We've got people who are developed, and I think also we're going to look for a different type of defense. I think our offense will be strong. They're going to put up points. They're going to play fast. So with our defense, I think we're going to have a chance to go after the quarterback a little bit more. You're going to see more pressure, more blitzing, because what we do have back, fortunately, is our defensive backs. So, when you have a veteran secondary back, you can maybe gamble a little bit up front more with some blitzes and stunts. So I think you're going to see just a little bit more aggressive defense because we feel so good about our offense right now.
Coach, player to watch on the defensive side who could have a bigger impact than last season?
Well, I think you're going to get a surprise from Antonio Powell-Fields is a returning all-conference player. So, we expect big things from Antonio and his leadership. But if there's some guy that's coming back on defense that I think has to come back and have a big impact, it'll be our middle linebacker, Rob Bright. It's his time again to shine. He's a big kid. We recruited him to be a dude, and it's time to be a dude this year.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. Good luck this season.
Thank you very much.
With the high school round,
last year, you had a rough start to the season. You guys started off 0-3, and then you guys able to get in a roll there. How are you guys going to start the season this season?
Oh, we expect to start off coming out firing. We're going to expect to come out with wins and keep going from there.
Now you look at the offense. You're there. Joe Body's there. What other guys need to step up to make this offense successful?
We have a couple of the receivers, Kyle Hardy, Cam Palmer, a couple other guys returning, Ryan Durham. Our tight end, Pat Fitzgerald, who had a great season last year, came on really strong for us as kind of a fullback and tight end. And got to expect Steve to have a great year, and running backs with Jeff and Bernetti.
Now you bring up Steven, your brother. Now how does that work? You guys are in the same field together.
It works just like you would think, just like everyone imagines. It's great to play with him. There's no favoritism, I don't think, and Steve doesn't think that either. Steve throws to the right guys on the field and makes the right decisions, so it's great to play with him.
Now, do you think sometimes in a certain situation you guys can draw up your own game plan because he knows where you're at and you know what he wants? Do you think that happens sometimes on the field?
Oh, most definitely. I think there was a couple times last year on situations where Steve would scramble, and I could kind of see what Steve was doing. He kind of know what I was doing, and we'd make a big time conversion. I think me and him had to have led the league in 3rd and 10 conversions last year. So we make stuff happen.
Going into the season, what do you expect from the Pioneers?
I expect PSAC East championship, man. I can't expect anything less. We're a great team.
There it is, Grayson Laurino, senior wide receiver for LIU Post.